Hey guys, welcome back. Eastern Conference Finals, Philadelphia versus Charlotte highlights. Yee finishes inside with a nice move, then Reed comes back with the three-pointer. Bledsoe left wide open on the wing there. He's going to pull that and hit. Here's Roderick Evans, finds Brad Stewart for the nice pass and flush. Here's Bledsoe with the putback for the 76ers. And Saric, having a great playoff series, hits a three for the second straight game. Now here's Evans. Evans finds Yee on the wing, and Yee hits the three. And here's Stewart finding Evans. Evans drives in, pulls up from the top of the key, and hits the mid-range there. Evans misses. Brad Stewart with the rebound and one, but he does miss that free throw. Here's the 76ers with another three. And then what a play there by Sarge, doing what he does best, doing the dirty work, diving on the floor for the loose balls, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Pretty close game, and there's 76ers go up with a dunk there. And here's Lou Yee from the top of the key, mid-range. Here's Richard. Richard's going to get ripped by Lou Yee, and Lou Yee's going to drive in and take it all the way and get the layup to fall. Now here's Kloppenberg. Kloppenberg, a high-flying, short point guard, makes up for it with his vertical, showing it there. And then here's Yee, not just a shooter. Klopp finds him over the top for the alley-oop, and Lou Yee's off to an extremely hot start. And here's Kloppenberg. Kloppenberg's going to drive it in, up and off the glass. Tough finish there for him. What a nice move. I can't remember that guy's name. I think it's Bowie, but that's a good pass, or a good shot off the glass. And here's Yee again from the top of the key. He's going to hit another three. Here's Yee again. Yee with the crossover and finishes inside. Yee again with the ball, and he's going to find Brad Stewart for the dunk there. And Yee was just firing on all cylinders in this game. He was the main point of emphasis, as you can see here. He just has the confidence to pull up there and just hit and transition. And here's Reed. Reed off the screen and hits the deep three-pointer there, trying to get his team back into it. But here's Yee again, just hitting everything today. Here's House. House from deep, and he's going to hit at the top of the key. 76ers would not go away, but they just could not handle the Charlotte defense, and that'll be halftime. Charlotte 43, Philadelphia 27, but Philadelphia is going to make a push. Here's the NBA playoffs. Houston and Sacramento are going to be a huge game. Star-studded matchup there, and then we'll see what happens here. And here's Reed off the catch and shoot, and he's going to hit for Philadelphia, and he had a pretty good game. And there's House with the alley-oop. Here's Reed. Reed's going to drive it in and get the tough and one. And I think he missed the free throw as well. And here's House. House is going to finish. Tough finish. That's unfortunately what the game was for the 76ers. But Saric finds Hardaway at the top of the key. Hardaway kind of quiet, but hits it there. And here's Reed just punching it home. Gets another and one. And he does hit this free throw. Here's Evans. Evans finds Saric. Saric's falling away, hits the three. And like I said, with this Charlotte team, if Saric is hitting, you have to guard 1 through 5. Evans hits another one. That was their key to get the shots up in this game. And there's Brad Stewart doing what he does best with the putback. And 76ers have a hole to climb out of. But here's Alvarez with the nice dunk off the assist from Reed. Mills trying to make his way to the basket. Does get the tough shot to go. And that's what they had to do all game. And here's Reed again from the wing. Hits the three. He had a great game. And Philadelphia within 10. Sims with the dunk. Philadelphia within 8. They're making a push into the fourth quarter. Here they go again. Mills up and off the glass again. And it is a 6-point ball game. And then Hunt just breaks free and finds a spot where he can just go up and over his man. And that'll do it for the third quarter. And here's 76ers. Mills having a strong end of game here. He was kind of quiet earlier. And then here's Yee. Is he still hot? Yes, he is. He is still hot. and he's looking like Eastern Conference MVP right now. And here's Stewart just with signature move and then just pulls up. Not many people can stop that. Here it goes again and gets the and one, and you can tell what's happening here. Charlotte give the ball to Evans and have Evans close out the game. And there's Mills finishing up and over Hardaway. Now here's Evans, misses the corner jumper, but Brad Stewart grabs the rebound and throws it in. And now Evans back in the corner, and he hits this time. And Charlotte back up to a big lead. Evans again, he's just closing out the game here. Just giving Philadelphia no room to breathe. And here's Webb's just going to throw it up. And he hits it. What a good shot for him. But that'll pretty much do it. Evans is still cooking, still hitting his threes, still closing out the game, getting his stats. But here's House. House is going to find Bledsoe for the dunk, but that's not going to be enough. And Charlotte is going to the NBA championship, the finals, and Lou Yee has a huge game for Charlotte, and he's going to come home with the MVP trophy. And what a great game he had, and we'll look at the stats here in a second. But I think everybody just contributed in this game, and a lot of like quiet points from Brad Stewart. But Charlotte shot 41% from three, 76ers 36, 8 to 12 3-pointers. See, assists, Charlotte always 23 to 14 in assists. Now, Lou Yee had 26, 3 and 5, 5 3-pointers. Evans, 21, 6 and 5, 4 for 9 from 3. Brad Stewart, quiet, 16, 11, 1 and 2. Saric, 6, 1 and 3. Hardaway, just kind of out there acting as a decoy, it seems like, in this game, because he had such a big game in the last one. And then here's 76ers, Reed, 17 points, 4 3-pointers hit. Bledsoe, 12, 6 and 1. Just couldn't keep up. But here, I made this graphic. This is I recorded the Kings and the Houston game. Houston, the defending champs, and that's what that picture on the bottom is from. But my storage device has just been screwing up on me, so ended up not recording the whole game. So I just wanted to go ahead and read off some of the stats from that game. It was a fantastic Western Conference Finals. Jamal Lloyd starred in that game, and like I said, the Rockets are the reigning champs. But they did not get past Sacramento, and the Rockets had it in hand all up until the fourth quarter, and the Kings outscored them 26 to 10. And the Kings came back and beat them 72 to 69. And just a strong push for Sacramento, with probably one of the most dominant players we've ever seen in Jerome Cheeks. But first, let's take a look at the Kings stats here. Jerome Cheeks just went absolutely crazy. 36, 10 and 1, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 for 4 from 3, 14 for 19 overall. We had Richard Webster with 10, 7 and 6, 5 for 9 from the field, and not really much on the other end. Daughtry played a huge role in the 3-point department, hitting 2 for 2. He had 8 points. But yeah, Jerome Cheeks brings home the Western Conference MVP. And then let's take a look at the Rockets. Jamal Lloyd had this game in the bag. He just didn't have a ton of help. We need to get Peter Jukic for the Rockets involved more. He played 27 minutes and only attempted 3 shots. He's the defensive guy, but someone that talented, you've got to put your shots up. And then, see, Sylvester Brooks, he had just a 6'1" point guard for the Rockets. He had a few dunks just up and over people, but he finished 5 for 6, 1 for 1. You just want to see those guys that are shooting that high of a clip keep shooting. But Jamal Lloyd, if the Rockets would have pulled it out, he would have been the Western Conference MVP, but they did not get it, so it belongs to Jerome Cheeks. And Lloyd had 23 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 for 13 from 3, 9 for 19 overall. Jayshawn Long had a great game for the Rockets, 14 points, 3 for 7 from 3. Sylvester Brooks, 11, 1, and 3. But yeah, that'll do it. And so the next game, assuming I can get my storage device to cooperate with me, it'll be the NBA Finals, the Roderick Evans Charlotte Hornets, just a star-studded team, versus probably the most dominant force in basketball right now, Jerome Cheeks, for the Sacramento Kings. And this is a very exciting matchup. And I hope you stay tuned, and we will be back soon for that finals matchup. Thanks for watching.